Hi. Um, I'm going to read something that sort of ties in with all the other stuff. Uh, this is from Los Angeles Times. I don't have a date on this one. This is also Los Angeles Times from August 20, 2006. Both to do with the Vatican Catholic Church. Uh, the Catholic Church's chief astronomer say any extraterrestrial being would also be part of creation. Vatican City, believing that there may be extraterrestrial life does not contradict faith in God, the Vatican's chief astronomer said in a recent interview. Father Jose Gabriel Funes, the Jesuit director of the Vatican Observatory, was quoted as saying, "The vastness of the universe means it is possible that there could be other forms of life outside of Earth, even intelligent ones. How can we rule out that life may have developed elsewhere?" Funes said. "Just as we consider earthly creatures as a brother and sister, why should we not talk about an extraterrestrial brother? It would still be part of creation." In an interview by the Vatican newspaper, Funes said, "Such a notion doesn't contradict our faith because extraterrestrials would also be God's creatures. Ruling out their existence would be like putting limits on God's creative freedom," he said. The interview headlined, "The Extraterrestrial is My Brother," also covered the relationship between the Roman Catholic Church and science and the theological implications of the existence of life on other planets. Funes said that science, especially astronomy, did not contradict religion, touching on the theme of Pope Benedict XVI, who has made exploring the relationship between faith and reason a key aspect of his papacy. "The Bible is not a science book," Funes said, adding that he thinks the Big Bang Theory is the most reasonable explanation for the creation of the universe. The theory holds that the universe began billions of years ago in the explosion of a single superdense point that contained all matter. "But," he continues, "to believe that God is the creator of the universe and that we are not the result of chance," he said. Well, I believe all that 100%. Funes urged the Church and the scientific community to leave behind divisions caused by Galileo's persecution 400 years ago, saying the incident had caused wounds. In 1633, the astronomer was tried as a heretic and forced to recant his theory that Earth revolved around the sun. Church teaching at the time placed Earth at the center of the universe. "The Church has somehow recognized its mistake," he said. "Maybe it could have done it better now, but it's time to heal those wounds, and this can be done through calm dialogue and collaboration." Pope John Paul II declared in 1992 that the ruling against Galileo was an error resulting from tragic mutual incomprehension. The Vatican Observatory has been at the forefront of efforts to bridge the gap between religion and science. The scientist clerics have generated top-notch research, and its meteorite collection is considered one of the world's best. The observatory, founded by Pope Leo XIII in 1891, is based in Castel Gandolfo, a lakeside town on the hills outside Rome, where the Pope has a summer residence. It also conducts research at an observatory at the University of Arizona in Tucson. This brings us to the other Times article of the Arizona Observatory. Now, I scanned this into the computer and it didn't pick up all the text properly, so I'll try and read just bits and pieces. Though few Americans know it, the Vatican has for more than 100 years funded and staffed world-class observatories. First in the 1980s in Arizona, where the height of Mount Graham and the dark desert nights are ideal for telescope use. Assigned to the observatories, technically as the Pope's personal astronomers, are men who not only hold advanced degrees but who are Jesuit priests. Their scientific findings are formally presented to church officials in Rome once a year. Our work is to be good scientists as well as good Catholics, said Father Christopher Corbeli, Vice Director of the Vatican. There's a word missing there. Who was giving a Catholic Church group a tour of the Vatican. Advanced technology telescope. The Vatican would still fight its image as the institution that put Galileo on trial during the Inquisition for endorsing the idea that the universe has said the observatory's mission is to serve as a bridge between religion and science. Many see the disciplines of science and theology as mutually exclusive, said Father Bill Stoger, one Vatican astronomer. In fact, the claims of the Pope's astronomers could make Christians who advocate a literal translation of the Bible squirm. They announced several years ago that the Star of Bethlehem probably never existed, and virtually all of the Pope's astronomers have concluded that God could not have created the universe in just 6 days, about 10,000 years ago, as some literal interpreters of the Bible do. People often ask me, do you believe in the Big Bang or in creation by God, Stoger said. My answer is yes. That's a good answer. Yeah, it's pretty interesting all the way around. I'm skipping over the rest. You can look it up in Los Angeles Times. I'm sure you could find it. The title is Bridge Between Faith, Science, Sought in the Stars. The Pope's astronomers, Jesuit priests with degrees in mathematics and astronomy, study the skies from an observatory in Arizona. Author is Kirsten Scharnberg. August 20, 2006. Main News, Part A, National Desk. Okay. Earth has existed in its present form since the beginning of time. The truth is that a lot of our findings don't translate that well to people in the street, Stoger said. But religious and scientific scholars, such as Stoger, said the Catholic Church has long included believers who remain deeply in the scientific ground. Okay, I think that's about it. It pretty much says, yeah, I'm not sure if I heard this correctly. Sarah Palin thought the world was created 6,000 years ago. I mean, that man was, the world, I'm not sure if it's man or the whole planet. I can't, the whole thing is so bizarre to me. Anyway, anybody that's halfway intelligent, you can see the absolute truth in this, the way the Catholic Church interprets it, and based on science too. So now, and it all ties in with what we've been reading about and the audio tapes we've been listening to. I'll turn this off and then I want to play a recording maybe. Okay.